guys, Sian and Kye A'Hern here.
And I'm Kye A'Hern.
We're going to be doing a little bit of a question and answer to get to know us a little bit better. Hope you enjoy.
If you weren't an elite downhill rider, what would you be?
Something in marketing, or probably something, I don't know, in social media or managing something. I really have a keen interest in that, I guess.
I would be one of two things. Most likely I'd be a metal fabricator. A bunch of my mates are metal fabbies, and that's what I like to do with a lot of my spare time as well, especially with four wheel drives and just generally making things. And other than that, maybe look into the likes of being a firefighter. So.
What's your go-to pump-up song to get you in the zone?
It depends how I'm feeling. Generally, if it's getting ready for a race run, it's one of two things. It's either drum and bass or kind of techno. Maybe a little bit of house in there a little bit. It depends if I really need to pump myself up or if I'm really pumped up and need to bring myself down. There's two different types of moods there.
Pretty much the same for me, to be honest. Like kind of more liquid drum and bass. I don't like getting myself pumped up too much because I feel like out the gate I just feel like I'm already going to crash if I'm just too pumped up. So I like to do something that kind of makes me feel like I flow on the bike well, and then most of my race runs will just fall into place from then on if I'm in like a really good kind of flow state, I guess, at the start of my run.
After a big day on the mountain, what are you smashing to eat?
I make a pretty good gourmet toasty, I reckon. So if I
She does.
if I have the facilities to make a toasty, I'd definitely smash that. But otherwise, whatever I can get my hands on, really, that's yummy. I just love food, to be fair.
I'm a fiend for a big bacon and egg wrap. So I'm talking, you get the big wraps. You can't be messing around with those small wraps. You get big ones. You have to buy hash browns, or sometimes maybe little tater tots. Doesn't matter. Just some type of potato something has to be in there. I've used potato scallops before as well. Scallops, however you say it. So yeah, it's got to be like multiple eggs, a bunch of bacon. Generally, I'm a barbecue sauce type of guy, and some hash browns or something. And I'd just smash that. It's just as big. The bigger the better. Multiple sometimes. Depends how big the ride, but that's me.
Is the one race run or run that comes to mind that was the best in your life, where you nailed everything top to bottom? Where would that be?
It's hard because downhill's there's so many elements to it that it's hard to nail everything, but I always find when a race run is good, you don't remember it. It's weird. The worst race runs of your life, you remember every single second, every mistake, and everything. You're just so aware of everything, but the race runs that go well, you tend to not remember anything. You literally, before you know it, you're at the finish and you're like, I don't remember what I did. And the two that really stand out for me are one, my Junior World Champs race run in 2019 in Montserrat, Canada. That's one I don't remember a single thing, not one bit. And then similar Montserrat this year, last year, 2022, when I got 12th in elite. That's still my best result to date now. And that was a similar one. Everything felt pretty flawless, and again, don't remember much, so I think it all went pretty well.
Honestly, like prep-wise and everything, I would say my national champs winning run this year. I don't know, something about the whole week, the whole month before it, and if not even more than that, it was just a pretty good lead-up, and I guess I just nailed everything. Like my training before it, I tapered really well into it. I had like really good warm-ups into it, and then a really good race run. I was so focused, and I feel like there wasn't much else on my mind, that I just was so in the zone of where I needed to be to make sure I'd win that race. Everything, like, you know, and you just nail your training, nail everything, your warm-up's good, your week's good, you just eat the right stuff, sleep really well, like everything was pretty perfect. So I guess that would be the one.
That's good. Now, controversial question. Who has better moves on the dance floor?
He's got a one move wonder, so I reckon like Kye Dog has a good move, but he doesn't really venture out much. He's got one move, and I feel like you should probably show it.
Pretty much.
No,
I don't think I could.
I think you should.
No, I don't think I could. I don't have the appropriate footwear on currently. Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think Sean Dog, it just doesn't matter what's playing, Sean will bust down. She'll get going. Whereas I'm a bit, take a bit of getting into it, and then I've kind of only got a couple of moves, which I can hit well, but...
It's got to be the right vibe.
I'd say Sean. Sean has the better moves.
I take the win on that one.
Yeah.
What's your favourite thing to do when you aren't riding? I feel like we all know this one.
Yeah, I hope so. Pretty much full driving, camping, working on cars, basically getting out in the bush, hanging out with mates.
For me, I love scrapbooking. That's one of my little downtime things. Otherwise, just being outdoors, swimming, laying in the sun, getting some sunshine on me, or just, yeah, anything pretty chill, really.
Yeah, big chiller. Alright, if there was only one food you could eat for the rest of your life, what would it be?
For me, I reckon potatoes, because, hear me out. I reckon potatoes because you can eat, and like you do so many things with a singular potato. You can make chips with it, you can make fries for English called fries. You can make
Bullshit.
you can make potato crisps with it. You can make mashed potato. You can make just boiled potatoes, baked potatoes. Add a bit of salt. Whoosh, so good.
So you're smart. She's gone the smart option. I'm just going to go just simply because they're yummy Tim Tams. Can't live without them.
If you could have a superpower, what would it be?
This one's a bit weird. You'd put it down to time travel, but it wouldn't be. I wouldn't want to go back in time. It'd be being able to just get to places easy, like get to a World Cup in Europe just like this, not have to do the big travel to get there. Go ride somewhere else right now. I could just like go to Whistler and ride.
I think I'm the exact same. Like, I don't know. There's not any other superpowers that I feel like would actually work. Like, be very practical.
It'd be nice to not be able to hurt yourself, I guess. But
Yeah.
That's like sometimes they teach you things. Okay, another controversial one.
No,
Arm wrestle. Who's got it? Who is winning?
me for sure. No, I'm joking.
Oh, you think it's that easy?
No, I reckon Kye still got me. He's just got the brute strength. I got a bit more mongrel, but he's got the
Sean would
strength.
put up a fight. I'll give you that, man.
But you'll win. the
You're
arm
stronger than a lot of guys I know,
But
especially in the gym. Sometimes we're in the gym and we're lifting weights, and she's like, it makes me think either I'm lifting really like light weights or she's lifting really heavy because she's getting close to me, and I'm sometimes just like, I need to pull my act together here.
what was your highlight of 2023?
2023 was a weird year for me just because I missed the first 3 World Cups because I had a shoulder operation. I had pretty much a full shoulder reconstruction from a crash in New Zealand. And from then it was a bit of a strange building year, I'd say, but I'd say my main highlight would just be the fact that when I was injured, I had a bunch of time to work on stuff that I would not have worked on otherwise, and I got kind of brought my weaknesses up to level with my strengths, so now I'm a bit more well-rounded of an athlete, I'd say. And from that, just kind of going straight into races and being straight on pace straight away, not like after an injury, sometimes you've got to build that pace back up. I felt like as soon as I got back overseas and was racing, I was pretty much back on that same pace that I left the year before with. So it was more, not so much a result, but that highlight of that year was just working on those little things and then coming back swinging straight away.
I think for me, my highlight of 2023 would be signing my first ever factory ride with YT Mob. That was pretty much the biggest dream come true.
Something you've been working for a long time.
Definitely, yeah. So that was a really big highlight, honestly, in my career at this point. But also winning nationals against Nina, and also just kind of winning at Threadbow was just there's something so special about that race that it really, I guess, was a huge highlight. But also just for me, learning so much this year and my first full World Cup season completing. So I don't think I can pinpoint one highlight, but I was just really proud of how far I came this year and I guess where I am moving into next year.
All right, last question. What are you looking forward to most in 2024?
I would say to build on all of my pace and what I've learnt from this year into next year, and then really just try and get some really good results that I'm proud of, and really work as hard as I can this off season just to try and get where I want to be. And yeah, I think just really that's my biggest kind of goals for the year, and yeah, just see where I can go, and I'm really excited to see what the season has in store.
I think you can tell we're brother and sister when our answers are pretty similar sometimes, and we have pretty similar goals and we're driven pretty similar sometimes. But
Definitely.
for me, it'd just be the fact that the last year and a half or so, I've really found a good pace, I think, and I've kind of, especially towards the end of this year, I kind of broke into that top 10 pace, I feel, and I really am excited for 2024 just to grow on that, just show that and just get consistently at that pace, get comfortable with that pace, and kind of get those results that I know I can, and just work on those little things to make sure I get what I'm looking for and what I'm aiming for, and I think it will happen. So I'm just excited to keep building from where I am now and keep that pace going and have a sick year, have fun with everyone, and it's gonna be another good one, I think.
Pretty much, I second that. So yeah, stay tuned, watch the space to see how 2024 goes.
Year.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Let's
guys.
go.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate your time.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.